In a quiet valley, long ago, two brothers lived, Leo, the older, honest and steady, Riley, the younger, quick-witted and always seeking the clever shortcut. One morning they prepared their donkeys for a journey. On one donkey they loaded a large bale of cotton, on the other a heavy sack of salt. They planned to cross the mirror-like lake, then pass through the deep forest, and reach the distant market by sunset. Riley grinned and said, "Brother Leo, you take the cotton on your horse. I'll take the salt on mine. The cotton is light, you will reach first." Leo nodded, trusting his brother's plan. As they mounted and began the ride, Riley quietly placed a small polished mirror onto his saddlebag. He whispered, "Once we reach the forest's edge, I'll use this to reflect sunlight and distract anyone watching the market path." Leo said nothing, though he wondered. They reached the lake's edge at noon. The water glimmered beneath the sun, calm and deceptive. Riley's horse stepped into the lake carrying the sack of salt. Unseen by him, as the salt met water it began to dissolve, sloshing inside the bag and growing heavier. The horse's steps slowed. Leo's horse, carrying cotton, waded lightly, the bale staying dry and fluff-filled, floating slightly. Leo looked back and saw Riley's horse stumbling. He called, "Brother, are you all right?" Riley forced a grin. Yes, just a little heavy." Halfway through, Riley reached into his coat, took out the mirror and held it so the sun's rays flashed toward the forest's rim. He hoped this would draw attention away from his donkey's struggle. But the bright glint bounced short-lived. The horse spooked, reared, nearly throwing Riley. Leo shouted, "Stop! Let the horse rest." The effect reversed. Riley lost time. Before long, Leo was across the lake, calm, and helping Riley's horse out of the water. Once dry, the two brothers entered the forest. Here Riley produced a small compass map, marked with lines pointing to shortcut paths. "I found this map at the merchant's stall," he said. "We'll take the hidden trail and cut hours off the journey." Leo hesitated. "Are you sure this shortcut is safe?" Riley waved him onward. Deeper into the forest they went. Shadows were long, birds quiet, and the shortcut path twisted among thick roots and dark ferns. Suddenly light faded and a dense mist rose. The map's compass spun oddly. Riley's compass had a crack and the needle wobbled. The hidden trail led not toward the market, but toward a marshy bog. The donkeys sank up to their knees. Leo sighed. Cleverness without checking becomes a trap. Riley flushed with embarrassment. They worked hard, pulled the donkeys free, then returned to the normal forest path, losing an hour's time. As they emerged near a farmer's field, Riley said, "We're still ahead, see, I planned this." He approached the carrot and potato crates stacked beside the field and suggested they take some fallen vegetables to gain extra profit at market. Leo shook his head. "We said goods for market, not stealing from a farmer." Riley persisted. Leo refused. At that moment the farmer himself stepped out, arms folded. "What are you doing here?" he asked. Riley stuttered. Leo stepped forward and said politely, "Sir, we apologize. We were mistaken. We'll leave at once." The farmer nodded and let them go. Riley's face burned with shame. Leo's expression was sad but steady. The sun began to set as they neared the market. Riley's donkey limped. The salt sack had lost some salt into the water, reducing its value. His mirror trick cost time, his compass shortcut cost delay. Leo's donkey was steady, his cotton bale intact and full value. At the market, traders praised Leo's load. Riley's salt sack was reduced, and no extra vegetables were allowed. That night, by a quiet fire under a moonlit sky, Riley said softly, "Brother Leo, your honesty carried you. My tricks slowed me and cost me more than I gained." Leo smiled gently. "Cleverness can be useful, but without honesty and good judgment it becomes a burden. The salt weighed down your horse. The mirror distracted you. The map misled you. We learn." They returned home wiser than before. Riley resolved to use his cleverness for good, not shortcuts. And Leo said, "Trust and effort win over cleverness alone."